In our continuing American Graduate series, tonight we take you to Bellamy Middle School in Chicopee. 8th grade students there are learning about U.S. civics, the Constitution, and how our justice system works. Their class was even adopted by Hamden District Attorney Anthony Galuni's office in a unique mock law program.
This program is part of American Graduate. Let's make it happen. A public media initiative made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
And the big argument over the Second Amendment is whether we should have guns or not. Does that mean anyone can have guns?
Jack Parmalee teaches 8th grade social studies at Bellamy Middle School in Chicopee. But this is not your ordinary names and dates kind of class.
They didn't have police back then. So the Second Amendment was created with the understanding that people have to be able to defend themselves.
Mr. Parmalee is teaching a U.S. civics course. The students are learning about the Founding Fathers, the U.S. Constitution, and how our government works.
How did that part you guys were saying about the Fifth Amendment, that you have the right to remain silent? Because that's not really in the Constitution. It's about a 56-minute class, and we cover everything from original early laws, things like the Mayflower Compact and when the Europeans first came to America, all the way up through recent Supreme Court decisions, such as the gay marriage decision. How did the Founding Fathers feel about government?
They didn't like it.
They didn't like it. They don't trust people in government. We do a little bit of U.S. history review, because if they had any U.S. history in their background, it was in 5th grade. And some of these, I love them, but some of them don't remember what they had for breakfast today. So a little review is necessary in order to explain some of the more complex features of our government. Explain the story. That's exactly
Mr.
right.
Parmalee spent years on the radio.
This is Jack Hammer beginning 30 minutes of continuous hit music.
He was a DJ on WAAF in Boston and on KC 101 in New Haven. But it's his radio personality that helps keep the kids' attention in class.
He's really fun. He's a funny guy, but when it's time to work, he gets very serious.
Peter Gonzalez has had to buckle down in 8th grade, but it's paying off. He's getting A's and B's in this critical year before high school.
We do notes, and then we do like worksheets after them and have little pop quizzes after to see if we get them all right and see to prep us.
This year, the already souped-up social studies course got another educational boost. The class was chosen by the Hamden District Attorney's Office to participate in a mock law program. District Attorney Anthony Galuni and his team adopted the class, visiting them at the beginning of the school year. Then they even came in and conducted a mock trial with the students. Peter was the prosecutor.
So what I did was make sure that I had enough evidence to prove that he was guilty.
Did you?
Yeah.
It was just organized as they wanted to make the front of the room like where the judge would sit, and witnesses would be on the side, and you'd have the defense table to the front left and the prosecution to the front right, and there'd be witness testimony, and some of them had scripts to read, others would improvise if they felt up to it, and they would actually act out a domestic abuse case.
Ajane Breland was one of the prosecution's witnesses.
I was a cop, and she told me to go up, and I had to say that I found a weapon under the chair, and then the lawyer was asking me questions.
Victorio Perez is one of 6 children. He says school used to be, well, not his thing. Before you met him and were in his class, what kind of a student were you?
I was a lazy student. I didn't pay attention in class. I talked a lot. But when I got into his class, I paid attention. He made me want to learn the subject.
And now Victorio is aiming for the honor roll. Kaylee Farrell, an A&B student, is even thinking about a career in law.
What is it about the law that you like?
I like how you can argue your points and how you can prove what you think is right.
Dylan Labonte is new to Bellamy Middle this year. He plays football, basketball, and lacrosse, and says this class is better than he hoped for.
We were learning about double jeopardy, and none of us have even heard of that before. And I think that he's going to help all of us out in high school.
What's the biggest challenge in middle school?
Middle school in general.
Matthew Francis is the principal of Bellamy Middle School. The school recently moved up from a level 3 to a level 2, a state designation determined by test scores and other factors. It's a big improvement the whole school is proud of. Mr. Francis says the U.S. civics class is part of a strategy to engage students who might otherwise get off track.
It's a very dynamic group, but they are sometimes I don't want to say lost, but they stray, both behaviorally and academically. And we thought that this was going to be a good program for them to kind of hone in on some needs that they may have in order to transition to high school better.
The kids were not only able to apply what they learned in the classroom by doing the mock trial, but they also had an opportunity for a field trip to the Hampden County Superior Courthouse in Springfield.
And then there are courtrooms where trials take place.
DA Anthony Gallooni says his whole office looks forward to working with the kids each year.
It's been a terrific program. It's an opportunity for us to interact with kids, to in some cases present a different face for the court system, a different face for law enforcement. We hope that it gives them a sense of what lawyers do and what judges do and what defense lawyers do. And hope it provides them with some inspiration for their futures.
The whole experience has kept Ajane focused in school.
What would you say to somebody who's not having a good time in middle school? How would you encourage them to keep going?
I'll just tell them, don't let anybody pull you down, to keep on fighting what you want to do for when you get older.
Dylan isn't sure yet if he wants to become a lawyer, but he's certainly driven to succeed.
I kind of have a promise I have to keep.
What's your promise?
My grandma had passed away earlier this year, and she loved football, so I kind of have to get in the NFL.
While Mr. Parmalee isn't calling plays in class, he's keeping Dylan and the rest of the students focused.
He's funny. Best social studies teacher I've ever had.
And you think they'll be ready for high school after this?
Yes. I'm going to miss him, sort of, but they'll be ready in high school. I can drive through any storm. That was a beautifully built car.